With Black Ops 3 on the way and zombies hopefully being great, I thought let's look back to some of the old zombie greats. Today it's the turn of the perks, so here is the top 5 worst perks in the Call of Duty Zombies. So starting in at number 5 is a map what was equally worse. It's the Who's Who perk. So Who's Who was in Die Rise and early appeared, and really it was a silly idea for a perk. So although the machine looked very colourful and it looks alright, Who's Who was a perk where you could revive yourself, a bit like the Mob of the Dead area. However, it spawned you in with a pistol, and really you just killed yourself anyway. So it was kind of a pointless quick revive, if you kind of want to call it that. So Who's Who, personally, 5th place I think is good enough, simply because it's not in many maps to really compare it to. But like I said, the machine looks good. Weird design of it, so that's the only thing what's good about the Who's Who. But really, it's a perk what you could tell Trout run out of ideas. But I'm sure you could comment reactions to that one. But anyway, swiftly moving on to number 4. Now this perk, I'm only putting this in simply because I never really need it, and that is Stamina Up. So Stamina Up has been a perk through Black Ops and Black Ops 2, and it's really a perk where, although I used it here, is a perk I never really get, simply because it's not as good as it used to be. So the cost, I don't think it's really a version thing, but on some of the custom zombies, if you remember, have a good stamina up where you can run super fast. However, in this case, stamina up never came in useful. However, of course, I put in 4 because I don't think it's as bad as some of these other ones in here, but it's 4th simply because I never use it, and really it's pointless. So going on to number 3 is part of the transit nightmare, the whole nightmare what I've kind of created, and that is the perk of Tombstone. Tombstone? Tomb what? It was a pointless perk, unless, well, I say it's pointless, but it was really a waste of a perk slot, really, for me, simply because once you killed yourself, once you got killed, you fed the zombies. However, on solo, you know, this weren't really good. It's more of a co-op perk, this one. So you feed the zombies by holding X, and this just takes you out of the game. And then, when you spawn back in, you have a floating gravestone to get your perks and guns back. Yes, that is good in a way. That's a good way, because normally when you go down, you're in a spiral of death. However, like I said, I put in number 3 simply because it's part of the transit nightmare, and it's a worst of a perk slot, and you can't use it on solo. So I put it in number 3 for that. But you get achievements, that's alright. Number 2 then. So what can top them? Well, this number 2 goes on a map what I put in the worst 2nd place. That is Electric Cherry. Now, Electric Cherry is annoying to get. Not only do you have to kill yourself to turn the power on, which is something I hate on Mob of the Dead, but it also is kind of one of the main reasons for the game crashing in some ways. Now, of course, you're probably thinking, what kind of machine I have? When you get to the super high rounds, now, I've never had this problem myself because I'm rubbish at zombies, so I can't get high. But many people have reported the game crashing with the too many frames or whatever it is. But Electric Cherry, it goes there because it doesn't do much. So yeah, number 1, drum roll. Number 1 is a pointless perk. It is Mule Kick. Mule Kick was introduced from Black Ops and appeared on every flipping map on some of the DLCs, and especially when they brought out the World at War, they ruined them by sticking in Mule Kick. So Mule Kick, just to get an extra gun, it's really annoying. It's good if you want to share ammo and you've got really good guns. It's good in that way. However, it's number 1 simply because sometimes it's the reason I go down for trying to switch to one weapon and I switch to the other. So Mule Kick gets in there, it's too expensive, and if you want another gun, just replace one you already have. So I'm sure you all disagree and agree to some of these points. Make sure you put them in the comments with that subscribe button and the like button, and also follow the links to this series, as we've got more top 5 videos in zombies, including best perks, coming next week. Until then, goodbye. I've been Oliver Eaton.